Hey guys, so we're back with part 3 of the video. We're gonna go ahead and continue working on this truck. Last episode we left off on the dash, so we're gonna go ahead and finish the interior and then go ahead, lift the cab and start on the engine transmission. There's gonna be a surprise in this video. We didn't expect it. I don't think anyone expected it. I mean, maybe someone. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, working on the dash now. Got the steering out. This dash is very similar to the older dashes, the 11 to 16. There's bolts right here holding the frame here. There's some right here, a little slightly different. Same thing on that side, and there's the ones you have to pop out over here. And then it comes down just like the other one did. Here's this side done. There's no secret bolt on these dashes, so don't have to worry about anything. They're all obvious. Here's the other two down there. The dash pulled down. Now we're gonna do all the harnesses and shifters, cables, e-brake cables, and find out what little aftermarket thing he had over there. So it looks like he had a tracker in here and just a shift on the fly thing. So nothing crazy, a shift on the fly. Oh, and then he also had this. Don't know what this is. OB2 something. Goes into the firewall as well. Oh, that's for the tracker. Never mind. Got the dash out now. We forgot to do this right here. There's a wire that goes to this module and plugs in here. It's kind of annoying on these 1722s. So normally we do the harness next, and then we start doing the doors and pull the cab and all that. But we're gonna go ahead and do the doors real quick because we're running behind, and we're gonna do the harness later. I'm gonna show you guys real quick how these work. They're much more annoying than the 11 or 16. So you have to pop this rubber cover off, and then it'll be still stuck in there. And there's a tab here on the bottom, and then two little tabs up top here, and then it'll slide out, and then the connector fell in there. But in the back door there's one connector. It's easy. You just pick it up in there and push, and it'll come out. Yeah, they're kind of annoying, but once you figure them out, it's not too bad. You just the tab system instead of like the other ones where you just plug them in. And then the rest of this door is just two 13s in the back and one 10. And that's it. In the front, I think it might be, it's also two 13s in the front, so a little bit less to do in this part.
Okay, doors are off. Now we're gonna go ahead and work on this engine, get all the rest of the pieces off so we can go ahead and pull the cab. So yeah, let's get it.
so got all this torn apart now. Harness, lines, AC lines, wiring, the brake stuff, wiring, more wiring. We're not completely done up here for the most likely. I feel like we probably forgot something or something's in the way just because of how bad this is. We're probably gonna have to cut this, but we're gonna see as we pick it up. So now we're gonna do the steps, cab bolts, and cut this, and then we're gonna go ahead and try to lift this cab up.
This step was giving us a hard time. We actually ended up not being able to get it off at all. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and cut the frame and do the cab bolts now.
So we cut this, and now we're gonna go ahead and try to get the cab off. Hopefully it goes smooth. This is a pretty destroyed cab, so hopefully it doesn't go too bad. But yeah, let's get it. Okay, so we cut the wires. They're just aftermarket rock lights. And now we're gonna continue lifting. I think this harness is stuck right here. Okay, so we had to move this out of the way. Get this harness to go with the cab. Still getting wound up by something up front over here. Gonna have to figure out what it is. Wow, so this is the first time we're seeing all this with the cab off, and just wow, I've never seen frame damage this bad before, ever. Completely twisted. And also got some bad news for us. Transmission case completely shattered and split in half all the way down the middle. Now we know what gave for the engine, for the frame and the engine to flex down. This is what gave. Got the plate here for the lift kit. Just wow. Has a powder coated transmission mount. But this is the kind of stuff that can happen when an accident's this bad. Our only concern would be the engine, honestly, because that's the most valuable, and it looks pretty good. We're happy about that. Just get a view from this side. This is what the frame's supposed to look like. Other than this, there's a crinkle here too. But this is how much room you're supposed to have. Looks like he just had the upper oil pan leak. Even the oil pan isn't damaged. We got lucky. And there's the rest of his exhaust. Wow, this transmission. Crazy. Looks like we might have to recase another one if these parts inside are still good. I don't know if you guys saw it short. We recased the transmission that got damaged in shipping and it went good. So we might do it to this one if the insides are good, because G-case is good though. Those like to break a lot in accidents too. Oh, and then show you guys. So the 17 to 22 frames are thicker and have metal on both sides. It's not hollow, or it is hollow, but it's not just a C like the other trucks. They got it on both sides. My favorite thing.
And here I was trying to say, because the frame is so close to the starter, we might have to pull the engine and transmission in one go. Also, the big surprise was the transmission getting sheared in half. We did not expect that at all.
Okay, so we decided, because it's so tight to get the starter, we're gonna pull, first time ever doing this, pull the engine, transmission, and T-case all at once. And we're gonna do the torque converter disconnecting on a pallet. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, so we got it out with that special pipe wrench method. Now all we got left is those motor mount bolts, one on this side, one on that side, and we're gonna go ahead and the tranny mount right here. But we're gonna do that after we get some tension on this whole system. Got the motor mount is stuck, so we're gonna have to do the 3 bolts that are underneath and just get it out that way. Showing you guys again, now that the engine training are out, how bad this is. Man, just this whole thing right here, look at that buckle. The whole frame is just down. We still don't know the backstory on this truck at all. Most of the trucks we don't know the backstory. And look at this transmission mount. And I'm really curious to see if the frame just continues to be bent, how bad it's bent here. I really hope this gooseneck prep survived. And then wanted to show you guys the cab of what's left still. So we're still gonna take the harness. Like I said before, we usually do that first before we pull the cab, but we're just gonna do it later. And then we're probably gonna still take this sunroof and try to sell just this front part, because I know it separates. And then we have seat belts still to take out. They're Brown King Ranch, otherwise normally probably wouldn't touch. And then the HVAC box, and up front we still have the front harness and the ECU is still in here. So we're gonna go ahead and take that and take this cap. These are plastic caps, and yeah, the rest is gonna be scrap.
That's gonna be the end of part 3 there, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's just a random clip I threw in of us. I was just explaining what we're gonna salvage from the headliner, but yeah, that's it. Yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you guys want to see. Thanks.